This is the UR Business Network.
This is Raymond Rondo with Market Mavens on the UR Business Network, the financial program that contours professional investor insights for you, the individual investor's needs. Today we're going to be doing another company spotlight, where we focus on a company with revolutionary technology or a different niche that gets investors into a potential groundbreaking or right on the floor investment. For a little background information on today, our company is NaturalShrimp. Shrimp is the most consumed seafood in the world, with about 55% of the 9 billion pounds consumed annually produced in shrimp farms. Our guest today, Bill Delgado, the Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer of the NaturalShrimp Company, is here to tell us about a revolutionary new farming method that they have developed. So welcome to the show, Bill.
Thanks for having me on today, Ray.
Bill, why don't we start right out by giving a broad overview of NaturalShrimp and tell us a little bit about the goals and the focus of the company.
You know, the company has developed a technology. The market for shrimp, obviously, as you just explained, is very strong worldwide, not only in the United States, but actually as a food source, much stronger overseas. And what's happened is we have some dynamics in the market, primarily around the supply. And what we've decided and worked on over the course of a period of time is a technology to grow shrimp pretty much at any location that we could possibly, that has water and electricity.
I believe about 1.8 billion is consumed in the United States and about 9 billion worldwide?
Yeah, exactly. We obviously right now are focusing on the United States, and we've kind of, it's between 1.6 and 1.8.
How long has the company been around? From my understanding, it's well over a decade?
Yes, the company was initially started in 2001 by three founders, and Bill Williams, Gerald Easterling, and Tom Untermeyer. I'll go into them a little bit later, but they've originally thought this was going to be a pretty easy process, put a few $100,000 into it, and then as we are today, the company has over $30 million invested in it. And so what's that been around almost 17 years.
Wow. I do know a little bit about Gerald when I was doing some research for this show, and he's been in the food industry for quite a while.
Yeah, Gerald's background is he's originally from North Carolina. He's Northwest Arkansas. And, as you know, what's over there is there's quite a Tyson chickens there, George's chicken there, very heavy poultry producers in that area. And he grew up around that. And then what he did was his career has been in food and food development. He holds a patent on a vending machine process. They had put together, it was a partner in a company that provided fresh food for Walmart snack shops, which eventually was sold and then sold again to actually acquired by Walmart. So his background is quite extensive in the food industry.
Who else do you have on the lineup that you want to tell us about? Or maybe on the board of directors, maybe in the technology area?
Well, on the board of directors is myself, Gerald, and our CEO, which is Bill Williams. Bill and Gerald have been business partners for probably over 30 years on various different projects. And so Bill brings, that business background to the business, and they just make a really great team. Tom Untermeyer was the third founder, and it was actually in his basement that the company was founded. And Tom spent almost his entire career at Southwest Research Institute, which is one of the largest research and scientific testing facilities in the world. I don't know this exactly, but I think they have over 2,000 engineers at that location in San Antonio, and he's just recently retired, and he's now full-time at NaturalShrimp.
And you guys are located out of Texas, the headquarters, correct?
Yes, our Dallas is our corporate office. We have a satellite office in Waco, Texas, but the main facility is just outside of San Antonio, about 20 miles, a little small town called Lacoste. And we own 35 acres, and we have a 35,000 square foot facility that we've been in since I believe it's about 2010, and where we will be kicking off our operations from there.
How many people would you say are currently employed with NaturalShrimp, and how many facilities do you currently have?
Well, San Antonio is the only facility currently,
Okay.
and we have about 4 employees that run that plant currently. We don't have operations there currently, but when you have a full-scale plant up and running, you'll probably have about between 10 and 15 employees because, again, there's as we'll talk about later, there's quite a bit of automation involved. So.
Right. Can you start by giving us just a little glimpse into the technology, what makes your process a little bit better? Can you tell us something about that?
Well, first of all, let me talk about what is out there right now. It's a system that we were partially, where a lot of our investment dollars went. It's a system called BioFloc. BioFloc allows a certain amount of the shrimp effluent to remain in the water. And what that does is that, it doesn't have enough effluent in there to affect their mortality. Mm-hmm. What we found is that we could not get the density levels up there high enough of shrimp in order to be profitable. We could produce the shrimp, but the effluent, if the effluent increased it to a certain level, it would kill all of them. Mm-hmm. So that moved us into where we're at today with what we call the Vibrio Suppression technology. Mm-hmm. And Vibrio is just a class of bacteria, a class, there's several bacteria in that class. And what we do is that we work to eliminate all of the effluent and effluent byproducts in the water. And so what our system does is, it eliminates that.
Gotcha. I'm assuming that you've patented this technology?
Yes, we applied for the patent about 2 years ago. We've been through the process with the patent office, and we are expecting the final patent within the next few weeks. We've been limited on the number of comments, which we think is a very good sign. So yeah, we're expecting in about a couple weeks.
Right. Patent infringement's a big issue, especially in the new globalized environment. Very hard to enforce, very hard to follow overseas. Has your company thought about that at all? And do you have any plans of dealing with that if it comes up into the future?
Here in the United States, we feel pretty strong. We feel stronger because obviously, the laws are stronger. Our attorneys have done a very, very good job in writing it. Obviously, the risk is overseas, and it really is primarily in China.
Right.
And I think that's pretty well documented, not only in our industry but in others. But what we've done is that we've looked. We're developing a plan around trying to find a partner over there that has content. Is friendly, I guess you could say, with the government, and so that when you get in with that partner, you have the government's backing. You don't have a partner over there that's just going to buck the system, I guess you could say.
State sponsorship.
Exactly. So we get we get a partner that has state sponsored. We think we'll be much more protected, but again, you never know. So.
Exactly. All right, that wraps up part one. In our next segment with Bill DeGatta, we're going to look deeper into the technology, and we're going to look at how NaturalShrimp is affected in areas of health, safe, and of course, most importantly, taste.